morning. It is Friday, almost 8 o'clock. I actually took today off because I'm really excited about working on this. Yes, we picked up a 1987 Jeep Comanche. Let me tell you a little about it to start off with. As you probably saw in the opening video, and no, it's a Jeep, it leaks oil a lot. This one leaks oil quite considerably. Let me regress, we haven't even talked about the Jeep at all. As a lot of you probably know, I really wanted a Jeep truck. I like the idea of the JT truck that's coming out, but still that's coming out in about 2 years, and then diesel, and then you have to wait for it to get through all its bugs and go from there. So MJ was the next resort. I got a buddy who basically had this truck and they're looking to move to Colorado. So for them, they were actually looking at getting something more reliable and something that would be perfect in the mountains. So they're really perfect market for someone looking for a 4Runner. Me looking for this, we kind of got together on some thoughts and we're like, hey, let's just swap and go from there. He gets a reliable vehicle, I get an MJ, back in the Jeep world, something you guys can appreciate, and then we can kind of build it and go off-roading from there. So it worked out. So here's what we got, 1987 Jeep Comanche. Front bumper, I'm not 100% sure what brand this is, but it does have a mount up here so you can put a winch mount up there and kind of work with it like that. It's got rough country 6.5-inch lift with TerraFlex steering. If you can see that a little bit better. It's a little bit dirty right now, everything's covered in oil, but that's what I'm working on today. You do see a JN44 front axle, that's actually from an LJ. Front disc brakes as well. Quick disconnects up there. Let me see what else we got going on here. Obviously, these Cam 2s are some of my favorite tires. I can go ahead and toss on just some steel wheels later on, but for now I'm working on maintenance. And these are 33 by 10.5 by 15s. Some beefy adjustable lower control arms, a little better view of the axle. Nothing too crazy going on down here. Rear end, again, that's from the LJ also. Dana 44. Spring over axle in the back. No major rust or anything, which is good. It looks like a cherry bomb exhaust. The gas tank does need to be replaced. I'm hoping to do that this weekend as well. It does leak when you put in more than about 15 gallons of fuel. Ask me how I know that. Rear bumper, not 100% what brand that is either. Factory roll bar. I'm gonna be taking off that light, obviously putting some LEDs, just kind of cleaning up the look a little bit. And then there's the side view. This is a long wheelbase. I have some plans for this, but I'm not gonna let you guys know that just quite yet. Still some thoughts. Anyways, let me go inside and we'll talk about what actually I'm gonna be doing on this today. Real quick, here's the interior. It's extremely dirty right now. I'm gonna clean this up a bit today too. It didn't have a lock, it didn't have a key for this, so I got that keyed first thing, because I do need to be able to lock it up. I'm gonna clean all this up. It does have the bezel, it's over there. I'm gonna toss that on today. Bunch of crap in the passenger seat right now, but that's kind of the basic layout of it. Pretty nice overall, like I said, no major rust. Because it's got a little ding there, a couple dings around it, but nothing too crazy, just some love. There are some rock rails for it that I gotta figure out how to attach. I think I gotta drill holes and then bolt them on, so that'll be kind of fun and interesting to do as well. Probably not this weekend also. Like I said, this weekend is maintenance. Automatic 4x4, and I think it's got about 182,000 miles on it. Let's see what else. Oil pressure doesn't really work, but I think that's because it leaks oil everywhere, which would make sense. Various buttons in here. And like I mentioned, just a bunch of things I gotta clean up. Does have a spot for radio. I'm gonna put the radio in there because it gets lonely and quiet in here just listening to a vehicle. Alright, like I said, let's go ahead and move inside and I'll tell you a little bit more about what I'm doing today. So it's about 8 o'clock on a Friday. I've taken today off. Most people take the day off to go do fun, exciting things, sleep in, all that stuff. This to me is exciting. So I picked up a bunch of parts for the MJ that I'm gonna be working on today, and I'm pretty excited about it. I'm not focusing on a lot of cosmetic stuff and a lot of extras and additions and all that good fun stuff just yet because I need to get the maintenance done. It is my daily driver and I just need to get it running squared away for now. So some of the biggest issues that I've noticed about it immediately that I need to address. The engine leaks oil all over the place. I went through basically about 1.5 quarts throughout the first 2-3 days. So I'm addressing that immediately. I have a new intake valve gasket. I have a oil pan gasket. I have a new rear main seal. So I'm gonna go ahead and, my goal for today is to toss these 3 things on. Basically it leaks so much oil out that when you stop it looks like the truck's on fire because it's just spewing oil everywhere and just burning it up. So that's kind of fun to inhale that all the time. It does start, it gets me to point A and B. I've drove it around town for about, I don't know, like probably 80 miles now, just going here and there and whatnot. So that part's worked out really well for me. I'm really excited about that, so it does work. But I'm addressing this first. So if I can fix the oil leaks today, or at least address them and slow them down considerably, that'll be a huge win. I've never done a rear main seal, but I am excited the fact that you don't have to drop the transmission for that. So I can get that done. In addition to that, I'm gonna go ahead and do just a couple maintenance things, so hopefully it starts a little bit easier. I know these start a little bit slower in general anyways, but I am gonna toss on a new distributor cap, new rotor, I got a PCV valve, I'm gonna toss on some spark plugs. I think the spark plugs have been replaced pretty recently, but at least this will kind of give it just a little bit of a tune-up. I didn't get too crazy with anything because I just want to kind of do a couple things, see how it reacts and goes from there. I'm going to toss on some new terminals. Got some, obviously some gasket sealer for this. Also, I do have a water pump for it that I'm going to be replacing hopefully this weekend as well to help it cool off and just stay a little bit cooler. Right now it's operating just around up above 210 after I drive it consistently, but for the most part it's kind of cool out, so it's been running really well, cool-wise, knock on wood. I have a brake booster and master cylinder that I'm also going to be replacing, not this weekend, but down the line. Like I said, this weekend's mainly addressing like the major things. Get this stuff in and then work on a couple other things. I also have, let me see, some rock rails I got to install and obviously some light bars. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the kind of Mickey Mouse looking lights on it and anything that's kind of dangling like this and get it set up from there. So hopefully after this weekend, I'll be able to do a quicker, another walk around basically by the end of the weekend, and we won't have as much oil leaking on the ground, and it'll be running just a little bit better hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. Also, I need to put in a new gas tank. I did find out the first day, I topped it off immediately, and then for like basically the next 4 or 5 hours, it was leaking gas out until it kind of went down to a certain height because apparently there was a small leak in the gas tank, so that was fun. But yeah, so hopefully this, all this stuff right here, the water pump and the gas tank this weekend, and as I mentioned on Sunday, we'll do another quick walk around. So hope you guys are having a great weekend. We are going off-roading tomorrow. I'm going out with a bunch of Jeeps. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not taking this, I'm taking the 4Runner. We're not taking this just because it's my daily and I want to get the maintenance stuff done before I go out and beat it up. So that's kind of, sorry about any disappointment for that, but we will wheel it very soon afterwards. Yeah, there'll be some really cool rigs out there too. Got some Cherokees, got some JKs, we got LJ, Jeeps on 40s, 37s, 35s, so a whole array of things. So that'd be a lot of fun, plus the 4Runner too. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. Thanks again. If you're new, thanks for subscribing and check everything out. We'll keep it fun and original. I'm gonna get to wrenching. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy these videos that are coming out. I should have a good wheeling video and an update on Sunday. Fingers crossed that everything went as smooth as I hope. As with any project, this shouldn't take me too long, but it's gonna take me all day. That's just how it works out. I'll be covered in oil and gasoline and all the good stuff for a couple hours. That's how I enjoy my days off. I don't know what you guys do, but this should be fun. So, see you soon. Let's get started.